What is going on, guys? It is the Anime Jaguar here, or you can call me AJ for short if that is a tongue for you. And today we are going to rank the wartime era, or I like to call it the World War II era, from 1943 to 1949. And all these films are package films. None of these are full-length animated features. So that's why nobody really talks about that era. And it really isn't that memorable in my opinion. It's just they did the best they could in the situation they were in, and they really didn't have full control. So it's not the worst era because they didn't have control over what they put out. So yeah, if you haven't seen the first video where I ranked the Golden Age, there will be a playlist of this series I'm doing either up here or the link below. And like and subscribe, and let's get started with the wartime era. In this video, I'm going to introduce the tier status: the good, the bad, and the ugly. And unfortunately for this era, there was a bad film. So this has to be the one I have to introduce the tier ranking. And if I don't mention this in any other videos, then that means there are no bad or ugly movies. That means all the movies were good. And that was the case with all the rankings before. Every single movie was a good movie in my opinion. So I guess without out of the way, let's just begin with the bad. Number 6, Make Mine Music. Make Mine Music was the first attempt to replicate the success of Fantasia. With most of the other package films, they had the same few characters that would make the story, but in this one, there are no characters tying the story. They show the shorts like Fantasia. Instead of classical music, they used popular 40s music. This package film had several Fantasia rejects. This is a hit and miss for the most part. The shorts are cute, but mostly forgettable. The music is boring at times. Peter and the Wolf is arguably the best short in this package film. A lot of the shorts have not aged well over the years. Luckily, this was the worst one, and that's the only bad movie in this era, so hopefully all these are better, and they are better, trust me. It's a ranking after all. Now we're on to the good at number 5. Saludos Amigos. This is the shortest Walt Disney Animation Studios film of all time, with a runtime of 42 minutes. Overall, it's a strange premise. Several Disney animators decide to fly to Brazil and Titicaca to find inspiration for their cartoons. That's all the movie is. I understand they had no control over the production, but I feel like they could have done more. The animation is nothing special, but it's okay for being on a shoestring budget. A plus is that we see the debut of everyone's favorite green parrot. Most people think he debuted on Three Caballeros, but this is where he got his start. This is yet another forgettable Disney package film. I think we're starting to notice a pattern here. Number 4. Fun and fancy free. Unlike the previous two films, there are only two main stories with live-action book-ending scenes. Both stories were supposed to be their own feature, but were canceled due to World War II. The combination of these two unrelated stories is strange until you realize they were put together at the last second because of the war. Both of the stories are nothing special, but they are okay. This is one of the rare package films that has a serious tone throughout the entire runtime. The live-action segments were too long in my opinion. This is solid entertainment for the entire family, and it's the last time we hear Walt Disney voice Mickey Mouse. Nothing memorable happens, but it has its moments. This package film has the best animation out of all the package films. And that's not really saying much, but that's something that's good at. It's something memorable I can get out of this film. Number 3. Melody Time. This is a better version of Make Mine Music. They use popular 40s music, poems, and simple stories. Some of the shorts are more forgettable than others, but you also have your easy music and poetry. Melody Time has some great animation, music, and shorts. The mood is not as intense as Fantasia, but there are instances where it hits that common Disney delight. Once Upon a Wintertime is dull because Disney has done something like this several times before. Bubble Boogie has animation that catches your eye. I especially like Johnny Appleseed and seeing all the ways to cook apples. Pecos Bill is nothing special, but it's okay. The shorts have different runtimes and no concise thread tying them together. Originally, This was supposed to be an American folk legend anthology, but instead, we got this. Even with my criticisms, I recommend Melody Time. Number 2, Three Caballeros. Three Caballeros is more well known than Saludos Amigos, but the differences are minor. It seems like there was more effort put into this package film than Saludos Amigos. The running time is longer and there is more liveliness. This is some of the best animation from this era. Like other package films, there is not a clear story. The movie revolves around Donald Duck opening gifts. There are several things I like about this movie. The animation and short stories are good, but it doesn't go well together. When everything is put together, it immediately becomes dull. On Disney Channel, they would rarely separate each short and show each short on its own. I can't see this operate as a film. They want to do short stories while also making an endless party informative and mindless. The animation quality is the only thing that stays the same throughout the movie. The animation is fashionable and exciting. Number 1, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. We went from several shorts in almost every other package film from this era to 2 in this movie. The tales they picked for this film went outside of the box. These aren't folk tales, but they are instead classic children's stories. Both shorts have their amusing, cheerful moments, but both also have this essential, mysterious tone throughout the whole movie. Even the location for the storytellers is off. It's this shady library where you don't even see the narrator. You only see the novels hovering in the stained glass window with a candle. That's what I love about it. The 2 shorts seem to go well together. They both take advantage of the fact that they can get multiple enjoyable angles while staying true to the prior source material. Whenever anybody thinks about Wind in the Willows or Sleepy Hollow, these are the versions that comes to everyone's mind, and that's not a bad thing. It's good to read the original book, but these are fine adaptations. It's horrific, but hilarious, in a good way. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. I'll be doing a video about every week. I didn't do them last week, my apologies, but I'll make up for it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.